me see, bro. White sucks living in South Africa. Oh my god. I used to live outside with it, you feel me? And by like what I mean by that, like, you know what I'm saying, my head in in the external environment, my head in like whatever was like happening around me type shit. You feel me? And I feel like, okay, I'm gonna bring this full circle, but like I want to mention that to be like, yo, if you make your own intentions happen, bro, you feel me? If you make that way your own self, like instead of like depending on some government system, you feel me? Because what I meant by I was living depending on the environment, well, I still am, but like I'm weaning off of it in terms of I feel like I am finally at the position where I can develop or manifest a resource for me to have my own intention be my reality. You feel me? And I feel like once you get to that point, wherever you're at, bro, like, for at least you minimize the sucking of being in a space that you are in. But for as long as you're still dependent on that environment, on that system that's ran there, then obviously this shit would suck. So for when I was dependent like that, right? Like, oh damn, what's this country doing for me? Like, what's up for me? You know what I'm saying? Shit that sucked about it, obviously the education system. No, I'm kidding. In the sense of like babysitting everybody, that shit is cool as fuck. You feel me? Because in the townships, bro, like, yo, we all know bitch, like ain't nobody gonna raise a kid at home 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the townships, people gotta go work, bro. Ain't no nothing in the crib. You feel me? Gotta go make that plan go work. Number one, obviously, you feel me? It's a responsibility that you gotta take care of. Number two, you got these ambitions of yours. So being in the township, you trapped because you gotta take care of even shit like your other siblings' kids because everybody's in one roof. You feel me? Maybe if you make it come through with that black tax type shit. I don't know if it's still the thing. So if you there, the crabs in a bucket type vibe. You know what I'm saying? So now the education system was dope in the matter of, okay, all them niggas in that crib, they got nothing to do, blah blah. Just enroll them in that school. Schools were like, especially in the township, not too expensive. I don't know if they were free, like schools, free facilities where people could go and, you know what I'm saying, just get educated there. So in that sense of niggas gonna go kick it somewhere, you know what I'm saying, while the parents is out, is cool. Because even the whole thing of I'm a 30% like pass rate, like, you know what I'm saying, or pass standard, like to pass to the next grade or whatever the case, it's like 50%. You feel me? Not even half of like the shit that you gotta get. You know what I mean? And that was the standard for motherfuckers to advance, bro, and graduate towards the next phase of what they gotta learn and shit like that. It's like, bro, nobody's taking this shit seriously like that, right? So education, and then, well, obviously using that in terms of, okay, now these kids, they graduate at the last level, they got the degrees, they honors, they blah blah blah. You feel me? While at the same time, you know, nobody takes that education seriously. So what did you graduate from, really? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's all a graduation from just the social development that a human can like get to. You feel me? Like the discipline that you had to have, not missing class. You feel me? Being there, register periods, being there and there to doing the exams, writing the like. That's what matters in terms of the schooling system. It's your human, it's your social development. Is it a social skill? Social skills development? Yeah, social skills development, social how to engage with society better. Yeah, that's what the education system is. Teaches you how to engage with society better. People who are not you, people who are not your siblings, but you know what I'm saying? We still gotta live with one another. We still gotta get to a point where we can work with one another. Shit like that. So in that sense, it's dope. But in the sense of like, yo, we flexing on one another. You feel me? Now there's these class of people that just because they got this little documentation of, you know, having this degree, now they have an access to a job that can, you know what I'm saying, make them part of a class that can look down on a class that's lower than them just because that class that's lower than them didn't get this or receive this piece of paper. All they got is their grade 12 shit. Bro, look at what that's a building, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit, bro. It's like, yo, sign me. I'll fuck with that. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with that because now it brings the competition that's necessary to fucking wipe the illusion out this shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, with all your graduations and all of that shit, I can fucking run laps around your whole lineage and blah, in terms of what I can achieve with the little that I had. Look, the chip on my shoulder, the fact that I went through what I went through, the lack of resource that I had going through what I went through made me the kind of strong that you could never be type shit. You know what I'm saying? The kind of strong that nobody in your whole entire lineage could reach. You know what I'm saying? Building shit, building legacies that can even help the generations that are gonna come in your family, and I ain't even family with you. But you had to flex with a master's degree. All I had to do was like just grind shit out with my grade 10, for example, and be like, oh shit, close the opportunity just because I had my grade 10. Yes, it was a stupid decision, or yes, it was a decision that was induced by mad pressure when I had to drop out in grade 10. But now, god damn it, fuck, it's like, what, 12 years later, I seen the importance of, you know what I'm saying, growing up and blah blah blah. Now I'm really locked in. Now I'm really building shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you dependent on that paper. You still gotta go suck white man balls. I like it for that though, because it brings that kind of competition, brings that like kind of it eradicates that sort of disillusionment. But then at the same time, it's like people are accepting it more and more these days, because I feel like an alternative to securing your future through an education system, bro. Look at what's going on online. Gain some skills of what, like, how you can run up some shit online type shit. I think yeah, that was too much of a segue into like education. But yeah, one of the things that suck is that, but it's bittersweet because I also like the fact that it happened that way, right? We also got, what do we got, right? Oh yeah, the tribalism, separationistic type mental constructs that are, you know what I'm saying? Like the Mathosa versus Amapedi, Lama Zulu now. But then at the same time, I feel like I'm like double-sided with everything. Hey, I'm Gemini ascendant, you know what I'm saying? Gemini Venus, it happens. Look, I feel like the beautiful thing about that is that people are real, you know, the whole tribalistic like separation and this and that. People are making more and more jokes about it. I know it's weird to point that out, you know what I'm saying, that people are like finding the humor in like that time we all these different ethnicities and we laughing about this shit. I feel like that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because we're finding like a way to communicate and and understand one another, feel me? And just like take the shit that we ain't gotta sweat about one another, take it out the picture. We ain't gotta sweat that, like that's, you know what I'm saying? We don't gotta, but there's a whole lot of like the seriousness too with it. Niggas wanna fucking off other niggas. Niggas wanna be violent towards other niggas because they're different tribes or different, I don't even know what to call it, true. You know what I'm saying? Cultural groupings. You feel me? So that sucks. But at the same time, I just told you what's beautiful about it. Because I told you, bro, like I live in a different like kind of mental perception type of way. Right? But anyway, let's not digress too much, bro. It's gonna be a super long ass stream and I don't want that at all. You feel me? So, I just mentioned two things. What's the third thing? Third thing is the opportunities, is the lack thereof, actually. The lack of opportunities because of the whole corruption thing. For example, the nepotism that goes on, you feel me? The fact that it's a whole lot of, you can go on your CV grind, but unless you know somebody that works there, it's higher chances. I'm not saying that's the only way it works, but like, you know, going to apply for a job and blah blah, you'll get highest priority if you know, or if you know somebody that works there, number one. And not just somebody that works there, but somebody that kind of like calls shots on some shit. You feel me? Maybe HR or whatever, or the people that gatekeep people that end up like coming and, you know what I'm saying, to work at a certain position. You know what I'm saying? That nepotism type shit, that's corruption, number one. Number two, it's the brown paper bag type shit. You feel me? You can buy your way into a job. You can buy, maybe you're a youngie and your parents is ballers. They got this reputation that's known. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then your parents approach the CEO or the boss of a spot on some shit like, yo, or whatever. Not even the CEO, bro. Like somebody that works at HR. You feel me? And maybe that somebody that works at HR knows about your family and blah blah. You feel me? Now your family comes through with that. Oh shit, yeah, cool. Put my kid in. But then if you have a powerful ass family, like what the fuck you doing searching for a job? Okay, that is a side question. But then at the same time, you get these soft kids that be wilding, that be tripping. They family be fighting for, you know what I'm saying? For the sake of their kid being able to make it. So yes, your powerful family can go and be like, yo, let me look for a job for this nigga because he don't want to be part of our family, right? I be trying to put him into like what I own, what I got going on. This nigga don't want to hear shit because, you know, especially young men. Okay, I'm not going to exclude young women too, but females too. You feel me? But there's a certain phase where you kind of like rebellious. You feel me? May go like straight, like completely left to a point where even your rich, powerful family can't even like try to hold you down. So now the least that they can do is like, fuck, we still want this motherfucker to succeed and whatnot, but let's make it that it doesn't look like it was us that influenced the thing, right? So they might get like maybe another family member to be like, yo, let me help this little nigga out, go search for a job for him since he doesn't want to be, or she doesn't want to be part of her or his family's legacy. You know what I'm saying? Let him go be independent then. But then wherever you, as the youngin of that family, trying to reject your family, you go search for a job, and then probably your powerful family, you know what I'm saying, hears about that. Oh, he went where to go look for a job? Okay, let me go to that spot. Give them that brown paper bag, just to make sure that my son or my daughter gets in that motherfucker, without my son or my daughter knowing that I influenced that whole shit. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens, and that shit sucks to a certain degree. But it's dope if you are the receiver of that, right? If you are the son or the daughter of a powerful family. Now look at that. Why are these opportunities like this when you are only the son or a daughter of a powerful family? And now look at the percentage of people who are the top 1% in this country. And tell me how it wouldn't suck if you're like a regular citizen in this bitch. You feel me? It's crazy. But anyway, South Africa for your mom, boy. You feel me? So this is my boy CSA Animations. Yo, I gotta tap in. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see some shit over here, bro. CSA Animations? Types of